Our Humanitarian of the Year grew up in Richmond and has dedicated his life to supporting efforts to improve life for young people, promoting family self-sufficiency, linking people to resources, and helping those who struggle with life's challenges, right? And we all have challenges. His mother was a charter member of the Black Panther Party, and her work to help people inspired his desire to do the same in the community where he grew up. Alamo's done many things during his life. He's been an author, athlete, sports journalist, professional baseball scout, professional barber, rap record company owner, in addition to being a community leader. And he is also an ambassador of baseball and softball to the Caribbean country of Curacao. Alamo has spent countless hours working with many community organizations and organizing neighborhood events to provide residents with linkages and information about food resources, jobs, housing, and other health and social service resources. But he is best known for founding Soulful Softball Sunday back in 2015. Remember that? A few people have been there, I know. These are friendly games of softball all day on a Sunday at Nickel Park. The event started with about 100 people, I remember that first one, and now has thousands who participate. So, you may ask, what's special about Soulful Softball on a Sunday? Well, this regular event brings together the diverse residents of our greater Richmond community, even bringing together members of rival youth groups who would not normally socialize with each other. It brings together people who served their time in incarceration and are now working to successfully return to their community. It brings together people who've struggled with substance abuse, mental health challenges, and alcohol abuse. It builds bridges among groups and individuals that might not otherwise hang out with each other on a Sunday, and it publicly honors residents during those games who've contributed to their community during the year. Alamo, you've described this event as about atonement and reconciliation. I've attended this event almost every year, and I can tell you when you're there, you feel this sense of optimism, this sense of joy, this sense of hope, and that everyone is there to support each other. You look at the smiles on people's faces and how they're there to support other people. And it's about supporting each other and the struggles that they're facing. It is truly a joyful, uplifting, energizing event. I think one year I tried too hard and I pulled a hamstring running from first to second base, which kept me out for a couple weeks. Our Humanitarian of the Year has also worked with churches to serve meals for local youth during the pandemic, and has worked with the nonprofit, some of you may know, Costa Youth Service Bureau, as a mental health clinician, helping young people and their families navigate mental health and other life challenges. You can't help but be inspired by Alamo's energy and passion. He inspires people through his service and work. Our county communities are healthier and stronger because of the service of people like Rodney Alamo Brown, whose service is truly in the spirit of Dr. King. Congratulations on being named our county's Adult Humanitarian of the Year to implement the legacy of Dr. King, and we're going to get to see a video.
I'm Rodney Alamo Brown, community advocate from Richmond, California. I'm a mental health clinician. I work for the Contra Youth Service Bureau. I'm an avid softball player of 37 years. I'm definitely proud of being an ambassador to the country of Curacao, which is in the Caribbean. I don't know if you all are familiar with the great baseball heritage that they have in Curacao, and went over there to play softball on the island. and had a wonderful time with the native folk who were there. And so I was named as an ambassador of the country of Curacao. I had numerous mentors. Berth Owens, I was a barber for 27 years in Richmond and Honolulu, respectively. And Berth Owens was the first person who hired me as a barber. And just learning from his tillage about what community advocacy meant, I thought would be a great idea to show patronization to him by giving a plethora of community events. Being a community advocate in Richmond, it requires that you do more than just one or two things. You have to be a yeoman of sorts. So I've divvied in a lot of things within the sector of our city, not just with the scholarships, but also taking young folk to different places like Dallas, Texas, to participate in the Blue-Gray All-American Bowl in the Cowboy Stadium. That's one of the things that I truly enjoy doing. We do it normally every December to award a student athlete within the sector of West Contra Costa Unified School District. Watching children who struggle with reading and to become very comprehensive in learning, and just seeing them excel in the academia area in terms of raising their grades, and seeing them come to me with their report cards and saying, "Look what I've done, Mr. Brown." I think that is one of the most memorable moments of my entire life. I'm the founder of Soulful Softball Sunday, which is a community organization in Richmond, California. We do a plethora of things within the sector of the community. We give out toys, we give out Halloween candy, we give out scholarships. We've had recently our 10th anniversary in 2024 of August, so 10 years. We evolved by bringing different organizations from different cities. This year we included folk from Marin County to come play with us, but normally it's folks from San Francisco, Oakland, Berkeley, San Jose, Los Angeles, and places in between. We all have a soul, and we're all soulful people. And of course, doing it on Sundays is one day that the spirit is most high. The joy that I get is from bringing smiles upon people's face, just seeing them become very active within the sector of our community. And so there's nothing monetary that I can get within the sector of helping our community. That's just the knowing and the willing that I'm helping someone if I've been helped in the past. I think we all should be celebrated as humans, and I think it's of importance that we celebrate other people as humans as well.
You're going to present this, and then he's going to speak, yes. And by the way, our chair of the board would appreciate that Alamo lived in Hawaii. She grew up in Hawaii, so you saw the Hawaii connection there, yes. So are you presenting now before he speaks? He's going to speak, and then we'll all come up and present.
Oh, boy. Some of you all can sympathize with me at this moment, I'm sure. Before I begin, I want to ask that you all join me in a moment of silence on behalf of those who are affected by the fires in the Southern California region. Thank you so much. Aloha, everyone. I sincerely thank each and every one of you for attending this momentous occasion. I want you all to repeat this quote after me. When I is replaced with we, even illness becomes wellness. When I is replaced with we, even illness becomes wellness. Thank you so much. Dr. Michael King, I know some of you saying Dr. Michael King, that was his birth name. Later, he changed his name, or his father changed his name to Martin Luther, along with his father. He quoted this, and it's one of my favorite quotes. He says, "Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. Power without love is reckless and abusive, and love without power is sentimental and anemic. Power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice." I would like to take this time to thank some wonderful human beings who have sowed tremendously into my life. My beautiful Queen Tracy, who unfortunately is not here today because she's suffering a stomach virus, so you'll all keep her in prayer. Thank you. And I want to ask my beautiful daughter, Khadijah Brown, to please stand up for a second. You could be seated. She's my role model. Khadijah is currently the president of the Berkeley Unified School District. Give it up for Khadijah. Khadijah is the current president of the Berkeley Unified School District. In 2020, she became the youngest person in the history of Berkeley, California, and the United States of America at age 30 to be voted on as a president. She's making our family legacy proud. To the wonderful committee that selected me, the Board of Supervisors, John Joya, and his father, of course, my American government teacher, Mr. Joya, Mary and Peter Buffett, Marina Brown, Black Panther Chairwoman Elaine Brown, Black Panther Party founders Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seals, Kevin Davis, Timothy Walker, Ahmad Anderson, Hank Roberts, Antoine Cloyd, Jerry Anderson, Mike Paris, Joe and Mr. Z, and of course, the beautiful people at New Vision Credit Union in the city of Martinez, California. The great Mike Norris, our Soulful Softball Sunday family, who are here today with me, and to all the exceptional past recipients of this outstanding award. I'd also love to thank those who are no longer with us in flesh, but are here in spirit. My beautiful mother, as John eloquently stated, who was a chartered member of the Black Panther Party, Ms. Gracie Brown. My grandparents, James and Lula Jacobs, John and Carrie Brown. My aunts, uncles, and cousins, Berth Owens, Steve Alameda, Irvin Duncan, Mr. Harris of Jones & Harris Records, Irma Anderson, Jim McMillan, Fred Jackson, Jeanette Webster, Ronaldo Reeser, and Oakland A's great Ricky Henderson, and to every human who has lost their lives to gun violence in the city of Richmond, California. I'm Rodney Alamo Brown, a community advocate from the beautiful city of Richmond, California. I'm truly honored to have this blessing bestowed upon me. However, there is no me without you. For the past week, I pondered the theme, celebrating shared humanity. With that being said, I don't often speak about my late father, Samuel Touchdown Brown. Brown, who introduced me to what servitude is truly about. My father was an outstanding football player who currently holds football rushing records to this day from 1958 at Berkeley High. He received a full scholarship to attend Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana, but however was cut by a short, terrible knee injury. He later tried out for the Oakland Raiders in 1964. However, he was one of the final cuts from the team. My father later became a volunteer coach for the Oakland Dynamites, a Pop Warner football team in Oakland, California. Although I couldn't make the recommended weight to play, he offered me the position as an assistant offensive coach on the team. Yeah, imagine a 10-year-old kid coaching. I accepted the honor with glee. He placed a whistle around my neck and a clipboard in my hand. He introduced me to the team as Coach Brown. Of course, the players thought it was a joke. However, I garnered their respect very fast. Coach Brown and I would devise plays at the dinner table. That year, our team finished 10-0 and won the championship. I continued serving in the same capacity for the next 2 years. What I later realized was my father was teaching me what celebrated shared humanity was all about. He was planting seeds in me that would later germinate. He was mentoring youth way before it became fashionable and profitable. He didn't speak much. He led by example. He never raised his voice nor yelled at the players. As an opposing figure as he was, he stood 6 feet even with 6% body fat and weighed in at a paltry 185 pounds of pure muscle. He walked softly but carried a big stick. Ironically, at the age of 39, the same age as Dr. King's untimely death, my father passed away due to a cocaine-induced heart attack. For 7 days, he lay dormant on life support. Many things raced through my mind as I visited him at Herrick Hospital in Berkeley, California. I could hear his voice. Coach Brown, what plays are we calling? Coach Brown, your players are lacking. Run more laps. That shared humanity that he displayed stuck with me for the rest of my life. Dad, this award is for you. Without you, there's no me. I love you. Rest in peace. In 1986, I met the beautiful wife of Dr. Martin Luther King, Coretta, at the Montgomery Airport while waiting to catch the same flight. I told her I had been visiting Tuskegee University. We chatted for 10 minutes. I could really feel Dr. King's presence while in her presence. Dr. King once said, if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, you must keep moving forward. Ms. Candace said, aloha kehiaka, umaka e, eke ai, eke pono, which means the wealth of the land is perpetuated in righteousness in Hawaiian. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, say it with me. When I is replaced with we, even illness becomes wellness. May our Lord and Savior continue to grant us all peace and love. And for those who are listening in Curacao, Bantari, those who are listening in Hawaii, aloha. God bless y'all. Shalom.
Who else is coming up? Oh, okay, us first. Okay.
And then we bring them here.
Yeah, get your daughter in, of course. She's got to be in here. All right, how many of you went to a softball game? Okay. Yeah, not the day I had my...
Now, it's our opportunity to hear from our keynote speaker today, who is Mitchell Hobson. Now, I first met